The Man Whore Podcast is sponsored by HotMovies.com. Try out some ethical, paid-for porn for free with none of those hidden fees or secret subscriptions when you sign up at HotMovies.com and use the promo code MANWHORE. The Man Whore Podcast is sponsored by Beducated.com, a platform where you can take first-class online trainings ranging from penis massage to female orgasm. Use the promo code MANWHORE to get 20% off any of their courses at Beducated.com. Now let's get to the show.
Welcome to the Man Whore Podcast.
Shout out to all the West Coast whoreheads, the Bay Area babes, and all you sexy Seattleites. This is Billy Presida, and you are listening to the Man Whore Podcast. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the show if you're new. Welcome back if you're not. This is the Sex Positive Podcast hosted by a comedian that's not a comedy show. However, this week on the pod, I have got on a dear friend of mine and fellow stand-up comedian, fellow promiscuous person, Caitlin Rupert. And I cannot wait to share with y'all in a bit. But first, show dates, people, show dates. Yes, tonight, Los Angeles, I am currently still inside you. January 29th, I am at the Sycamore Tavern. I think it's an 8 o'clock show. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yes, I just found out that I will be performing at Laugh Fest this year. So Grand Rapids, listen up. March 10th, I'm at Creation Brewery, and March 12th, I'll be performing at Dr. Grins. To stay up to date with all my show dates and any other Man Whore Podcast news, make sure you sign up for the mailing list. It's not just a place where I dump a newsletter once or twice a month. I also do random giveaways and make very important announcements regarding the pod, ManWhoreCon, and more. Head on over to manwhorepod.com, sign up for the mailing list, give me your email, give me your zip code, and I promise you'll never miss me passing through your neck of the woods. All right. I have a weird relationship with invitations. I typically assume I am not invited to something unless I am explicitly invited. Like if you tell me like, oh, hey, we're all going out to this bar later. If you don't then say like, would you like to come with us? Do you want to meet us there? We'd love to see you, something like that. I just assume you're telling me your schedule. And I know that's definitely like cost me a lot of like social hangout opportunities. I've even like accidentally uninvited myself to certain orgy piles because I didn't realize I was being invited. I grew up in high school, when I would come home for breaks in high school, I had a guy I was, kind of friendly with, and he was super popular. One of the most popular kids all of high school. And he would get invited to a lot of parties. But he would get invited to a lot of parties that I wasn't invited to because, I was a big old loser. And he would tell me what he was up to. I would say, hey, do you want to hang out tonight? What are you up to? And he'd say, I'm going to this party. And I would ask him if I could go. And he would be honest with me. He'd say, look, I don't think I can get away with bringing another guy to the party. Or, hey, I don't think they're going to let me bring you. Now, some people would think that's rude or something like that. I appreciate it. It's way better than lying to me and saying like, oh, no, we're staying in, or I'm just going to a movie with my girlfriend. But then, a few hours later on Facebook, I'm seeing all these posts of you going out and partying and this, that, and the other thing. And when he could bring me to a party, he would. Like, he would try. Just, like I said, I was not very popular. So a lot of people have been asking me like, oh, how was your AVN? How was your trip to Vegas? And for me, it was very complicated because there's a lot of stuff going on there. There are a lot of after parties. There are a lot of hangouts. But I went to AVN by myself. I have a lot of friends who went there with significant others, or they went with a business partner of some sort, or they were performers and they're hanging out with other performers. And I was just kind of there with me. And that made AVN a little difficult. I think I'm not going to go again by myself. I think I definitely need to bring somebody, if anything, just to have someone to hang out with when I'm not, doing recordings and whatever. And I'm sure I was invited to a lot of stuff. People saying, we're going to go to Sapphire's Lair tonight. But I don't know that that means I can go. Am I going to be on your list? Or are you just telling me like, oh, I should go there too, but I won't be there with y'all? Like, I'm just going to be in the same room. I don't know these things. I think I mentioned this before, but like I was invited to an orgy pile and I didn't realize I was being invited to an orgy pile. So I didn't go join in on the orgy pile. I went upstairs and got a snack. Because if you don't tell me I'm invited, I just assume I'm not. And all that made AVN pretty lonely for me. Just kind of rough. Because I don't think it needed to be. But, I struggle with a lot of, social anxiety, just like a lot of people. I can be very outgoing. I can be very extroverted. But if I don't know that the people around me want me there, I go straight into a hole. But as soon as I know someone's interested in me, like if someone's flashing me eyes at a bar, or if someone gives me a compliment, calls me really cute, then boom, extrovert. I'm out there. I'm social. I'm moving. I'm grooving. And the same goes for me for non-sexual social spaces. But it is so awkward when I am with a group of people and I only know one person, and I'm still not even totally sure how much that one person wants to be hanging out with me. Let alone wondering like, oh, is everyone else kind of like, why is this guy here? But hey, it's something I'm working on. As far as the podcasting goes, AVN was great. Got some really good episodes. Really excited to share them with you. We did record a bonus episode for Patreon with my dick in someone's mouth. So am I not delivering just like awesome bonus content, people? Come on. And you'll hear about that one soon enough. We got some good ones there. I served on a panel about how to vet single guys at a conference called Erotica, which happens at the same time as AVN. It's a swingers conference. It was nice to impart a little wisdom I feel like I've collected over the years. And it was even extra nice that the organizers thought that I was a good single male to talk to. Not that I am single, but that I operate as a single guy sometimes. And then sometimes I'm operating as part of a couple with my girlfriend. One of the things that helps me not feel lonely, out here on the road, though, I will be honest, I'm not just chilling, but the Peep Show, wow, y'all are just so fun. The Peep Show is a very active, naughty group chat where we just share nudes, gifts, and compliments all day. Except Mondays, that's mostly memes. And the Peep Show is filled with people who are members of my fan whore community on Patreon. At the $10 level, you get access to this amazing, supportive, sex positive, body positive, pick an adjective positive group of people. And, sometimes it can feel like a little much and notifications go pow, 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 pow. But it also makes me feel a little less alone. It made me feel like I've got 57 other people in the car with me that I can chat with whenever I need to. So I just want to give a shout out to the Peep Show. Just a little random shout out to you all, because you're all just a bunch of beautiful, awesome souls in there. And if you want to join us in the Peep Show or in our Facebook group, The Champagne Room, become a member today at patreon.com/manwhorepodcast. That's Patreon, patreon.com/manwhorepodcast. You get access to sex positive discussion groups as well as a slew of bonus content, including nearly 200 bonus episodes of the Man Whore Podcast. And now it's time to do the fan whore appreciation moment. I think that's a good time to do it. Okay, this is the part of the show where I like to give a few brief shout outs to some of the members of our fan whore community over there on the Patreon. I want to give a shout out right now to Brad Orego. Are we human or are we dancers? Why are those the only two options? I don't understand that song. But this is a dancer. He's got some moves. But we're happy to have you as part of the community, dude. I want to give a shout out to Camilo Neto. Yeah, you know what? I know you were only with us for 18 hours, and I do hope you will come back to us. It was short. It was brief. It was a little wham bam. Thank you, man. But hey, I'll take it because all I need is $2 one time from all of you. So thanks for doing your part, Camilo. And a shout out and a thanks to JD. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that happy ending. You know what I'm talking about. Again, if you want to join this sex positive community of people who hashtag pay for their content, join us over at patreon.com/manwhorepodcast. And now it's time to play Cast That Porn, brought to you by hotmovies.com. Hotmovies.com is, of course, a pay-per-minute porn site, which makes it both an ethical and affordable way to hashtag pay for some of your porn. You know her, you love her. Hashtag Rosa is hot. Rosa Escandone is here.
More like Rosa is hotmovies.com right now. We're back on this podcast.
We can't get you off.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do with hotmovies.com. See, I'm just better at chilling things. That's what it is that I'm just really good at.
Well, today, what video are we gonna be recasting?
So we're gonna be watching Daughter Swap, a film that here's the thing. When I said we're gonna be doing Daughter Swap, what did you think this was?
I thought it was like, because there's a couple genres of Daughter Swap. I thought this was like the mother-daughter swap, where there's a whole series like mother-daughter swap club type of thing, and mothers swap their daughters.
This is a very different one. This is Daughter Swap, where actually two horny daughters convince each other's dads to fuck them.
Right.
This is a very, maybe I should have done the mom one, do a more like female-driven plot line. Though actually, these are two young women who get what they want. So
I'm just saying the other version would have passed the Bechdel test.
This one, I believe, also passed the Bechdel test if you watch the correct one. So this movie is made up of 4 vignettes or 3 vignettes. And
I love you call them vignettes.
Vignettes.
And not scenes.
No, they're vignettes. They're
so
full.
Classy.
They're recast each time. It's like it's not the same people. I don't know if these young women have names, but they do, I believe. Yeah, there's another one with 2 women in business who they're both like interns at their dads co-own a real estate company, and they are both interns at that company. So
I wonder how they got that job.
Yeah, nepotism, but
and dick sucking combined.
No. But here's the thing: they haven't. But then the dads give them too much work, and they want to leave work, and so they are like, "This work's too much," and she's like, "It is a lot of work," and then that would technically be Bechdel test passing. But then they do fuck each other's dads.
Well, who are the 2 fine young women that you're recasting?
So here's the thing about Daughter Swap. A lot of the time, it's like teenage daughters. Like it's like supposed to be young girls. This one even came on hotmovies.com with a thing that it's like no one is actually under 18 in this.
Oh,
They do a big flash on the screen at the beginning of Daughter Swaps. And here's the thing. I 100% believe that women can be sexy at any age. So I'm actually gonna do a twist on this Daughter Swap. Okay. We're gonna make them all older.
Okay, thank God.
Really
old. I
old.
thought you were going to go the other direction.
We're going to make it filthy young. No.
Billie Eilish and 11 from Stranger Things.
No.
No. Thank God.
We're not doing that. We're going much older.
Yes.
But that means we're going to have to make the dads older. Because a nice thing about Daughter Swap is I feel like it gives older porn actors something to do in porn, because they're always like 50 years old, it seems like. They're always also looking haggard as hell. Yeah, I love Daughter Swaps. Anyway, I just like, okay, and listen, this is just me because I like how committed they are to the story. In every single one of these, they're like, these daughters want one thing, to lose their virginity on their prom nights, but their dads won't let them talk to boys at the prom. So what are they going to do? Well, they have to figure out a way around this. And a loophole is, what if we fucked each other's dads? And then they do it. And then they're like, they high five at the end because they've completed their goal.
Wait, do they?
Yes, they do high five at the end because, again, they have. And listen, I understand we're paying for the minute on these movies. So like, I understand a lot of people are going to be like, well, I'm going to cut to when they have sex. No. This has, I believe we are like 4 minutes into this.
Yeah.
Maybe a little. Yeah. I mean, we didn't start it at the beginning, but
there's
like
a couple minutes in, they're already talking to the fathers.
Yeah. They're just talking to dads. There's like a lot of just like.
In their shitty prom dress. What kind of.
Yeah. Bad prom dress. But again, here's the thing. If we make it older, if we updo it, then we have to give a new backstory. It's not 2 daughters at prom. It's 2 daughters who need wedding dates. Yeah, because remember, we're getting.
So how much older did you want to go? Like 20s, or did you?
No, I'm going like 40 years old.
Okay, so they're going to like, they need second wedding dates.
Yeah, or like maybe like to their maybe it's to a younger coworker's wedding. We see the coworker scene before this because we want to know that these women have jobs. But I want to like build out a world for them. So one thing I love about Daughter Swap is the daughters almost always.
Why has he got an axe and a gun?
Oh yeah, because the dates are coming and they scare off the dates with the axe and the gun. See, listen, I'm here for plot. All right, so one of the dads has a gun, one has just a very terrifying axe, and they're waiting for their daughter's prom dates to be like, no, don't do any hanky-panky at the prom. And these dads fucking hate young hot boys in their house. No. Because those two hot boys are too sexual. Also, I love that they hired two other porn actors who, again, in this, do not fuck.
That's not uncommon. You will definitely see porn stars you recognize doing just speaking scenes, and they're obviously getting a lesser rate. But no, that's very common. I don't think you're going to get too many people from Central Casting to come into the porn.
To come just be boyfriend who gets threatened with axe? Yeah, I don't know.
It's a small role. You got 3 lines, but the very powerful lines for the plot.
Yeah, very powerful. So I think in my recast, I want women who like seem like a little older, like know what they fucking want.
Okay.
I also am going to cut out the sex part of my movie. This is 100% the plot part. You understand? If my recast, it's actually just a plot movie.
Okay. So who are going to, while they're here, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but while they're here, who are the prom dates getting scared off?
Oh, the prom dates getting scared off. I think one is Zachary Levi. Levi. I think it just because that guy kind of looks like him to me. I think he has a good comic timing. Without, going too big. I think the other one is like an Adam Driver type.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of funny because they're here to just, be scared of axes. You need someone with that quick comic timing.
Really? Adam Driver, the father should be scared of him.
Yeah, I think it would be a good one. Just like, I also wanted to put who's in the zeitgeist right now for prom dates. I know it's going to be expensive.
It's good to, it helps you get greenlit, helps with funding.
Yeah.
You need a name attached
to it. So the girls, again, always look weirdly too similar to be two different people's daughters. An issue with the genre, but I think for my girls, again, who are strong, independent women who are fulfilling the tasks that they want to be doing tonight. I
know. Can you believe that? Like, I was not expecting that at all.
You wasn't expecting your dad to have an axe in the house and just a Glock, not even like a hunting gun, just like a cop's handgun.
They're just laughing it off.
Laughing at like, oh, our crazy dads, they said they're gonna murder you. Oh, crazy. So yeah, here's the thing. For the women, I see like a Rachel Bilson.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she has the chops to do it. I guess she's like probably in her 30s now, right?
She's probably, yeah.
Yeah, 30s-ish.
I think so.
And I think the other one, Anne Hathaway. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they both like kind of look enough like each other. They shouldn't look identical, but they shouldn't be that different from each other. And I think, again, because I'm cutting out all the sex stuff, it's just about two women who hatch a plan, which is actually what all of these movies is about. Just two women hatching a plan to fool some dads, which I like. I think that's a good twist to anything. It's just like, hey, what are they up to? Fooling dads?
You know what? I think the reason I thought the daughter swap was going to be like mother-daughter swaps because I thought you were going to like be tapping into whatever issues you may have with your moms.
Nah, I maybe this is me tapping into some issues with the idea of fatherhood and being like, I was raised by lesbians. Like, what does fatherhood mean to me? But no, I'm not. This is all about plans and hatching plans. I'm a big fan of just, I like when that the women are scheming in every single one of these.
Okay. Like right now, even they're trying to scheme to get some in the car on the way to the prom.
Yeah. I mean, also, and listen, they're trying, and then the dates won't do it because they're too afraid of handgun dad. The most realistic teenage thing about this is they want to try to fuck in front of each other to lose their virginity. I don't know what I like to. There's like a lesbian subplot in my rewritten version of this where it's they actually want each other the most, but maybe they can't. They can't do it because
they're not there.
They're not there yet. They're not ready to come out, but they do see that their dads have fucking guns, and they're like, "Wait, that's hot. Let's fuck each other's dads." Oh, this is the best part. We probably want to put this on mic.
Okay.
Both of our dads had to have something to do with this. This is our one chance. One prom. And we're never going to get it back. Oh, these guys, they're going to eat it. Totally.
And what are they gonna eat, Rosa?
That honestly, their dad's best friend's dick. I don't know. This. You guys ruined our night. Okay, so I think really any daughter swap is actually about the fathers. The two men who are sad and lonely enough to have sex with their best friend's daughter while their own daughter is fucking their best friend in the room. It's a kind of sad, Pavlovian, upsetting nightmare world. So I think in that way, and also, and I don't think we even need the sex scenes because again, I cut all those from mine. But there's also a weird point in every single one of these where the dads like look at each other and they're like, "Oh my god, my daughter," and the other dad goes, "Oh, my daughter," and then they keep
the
fucking.
Plans. Also, where are the moms?
Oh yeah, there's always like a line at the end like, "Don't tell your mothers."
It's like, wait, but where are they at?
I think again, I'm building out a lot more of the world that both of their mothers died.
Oh,
yeah, there's actually no mothers in this daughter swap. Or maybe one of their mothers died and then the other one, it's like a whole thing. And like, what does this mean for the family? Anyway, but the important part again, I think in casting is who are these dads?
Yeah.
Who are these sad dads?
Well, so you're casting folks in like their 30s the daughters who's old enough that you're and hot enough to play these dads.
Here's the thing. I don't think it's hot. I don't think it's hot to seduce your daughter's friend. And also like not seduce. I should really put it out that they are not being seduced. They are being fooled into a crazy nonsense plan. I
don't buy that. They're not being fooled. They know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, I guess, but like it's not like they're like, "Ooh, I want to fuck my friend's daughter." No, it's that daughter wants to fuck your dad.
Have you wanted to fuck any of your friends' dads? Not
particularly, no. I don't. Maybe my friends don't have hot enough dads, I guess. That's on them. So one of my dads, 100% off the back right here, right now, Robert De Niro.
Okay.
I think he got this. All right. I think he knows, knows how to come off as a horny dad. He's played a horny grandpa before, but I think horny dad is in his rage. Where did he play horny grandpa? In Bad Grandpa. You seen the film Bad Grandpa?
I have not
Where he's just too horny? That's most of the film. It's just like, oh no, I'm too horny. And the other one is Bob Saget.
Naturally.
I mean, you need someone who's like funny but a little filthy for these, right? You need like that line to walk where it's like, yeah, I fuck, right? But I'm also dad. It's hard being dad. And I think Saget has both sides.
Daughter swap is also part of his retelling of the Aristocrats joke.
Yeah, it's if we can't get De Niro too, I do have a backup.
Who's your backup?
Dad. And I think we get Ray Romano.
Aww.
I just think it's a reconnaissance. I think I think the Big Sick came out and we're like, oh shit. Oh shit, Ray Romano's hot again. Did I make you cough that much? Because I said...
Yeah. Yeah, the reconnaissance.
He's back and he's ready for film roles. He's not just a TV star anymore. And I think we need to all, take Ray Romano a little bit more seriously. And what could have him be more seriously than to be tricked into sex by Rachel Bilson?
I think that's fantastic.
I think this is a perfect film. Now, here's the thing.
I did not know it was paused on that.
Yeah, it's pause on it. Just sucking some
Ray
dick.
Romano's cock just in a mouth.
Again, I'm cutting the sex scenes. This is about plans.
I'm trying to skip forward to the high five.
Oh, yeah, you do need to see the high five. You're going to see a lot of like...
Look how happy she looks, though. She's like, I'm banging my best friend's dad.
I mean,
happy
it's a good...
me.
Like, most people's like how I lost my virginity story isn't fun.
This is fun.
I mean, yeah, it's also weird because one dad is always like super jacked and one dad is actually like dad aged seemingly in these.
And that will be me one day.
That will be you.
I will not be the jack dad.
You're not jack dad. Because I always feel like one dad's hotter, which I think works.
Right.
For if we could get Ray Romano in this. Because again, he's hot now.
I guess so.
He's a hot boy now. That's true.
Yeah,
that's
Irishman, he did something else. He's doing things.
Ray Romano's in The Irishman?
Yeah.
Fuck, what?
He plays.
Oh, so you know him and De Niro have chemistry already?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, maybe
They
that's
already-
maybe
they
it's
are
like
together in a lot of the movie. There's plenty of them together.
Well, listen, then they might have the pure raw sexual energy of two dads who bang each other's daughters for some reason. I think that could be a solid daughter swap.
Now, can I toss out there? This is more if you had kept the sex scenes in, which you would never, because why?
Yeah, it's not about that. It's not daughter swap is not about the sex. I do need to put. We had to watch 5 minutes of the backstory with axes and a car ride and two dates.
I thought we were
going to
see some sex in that car.
No.
I did not realize they were going to be like, no, I don't want to die.
I don't want to die because your dad has an axe and he's not afraid to use it. He looked me in the eye, And I think, okay, the high five is probably coming right around here.
Okay. Well, I want to offer up, if you had kept the sex scene in as a dad alternative, Bobby Cannavale.
Ooh, Bobby Cannavale would be a hot dad.
And he kind of looks like he could do porn. He looks like he would have done porn in a
He could
different
be
life.
also the hot dad. I think he's a little young for my casting. I think Bobby Cannavale is 50.
Maybe, yeah.
I think he'd be a little bit young to be a dad.
We could put the hair and makeup on they did in Irishman.
Yeah, we could.
Did you know he's in Irishman too?
Everyone in Irishman? I did not watch the Irishman. Wait, you're...
Finally, the night of my dreams come true.
Yeah, I hope you got the high five in there.
Are you going to also recast the writer for some of the dialogue?
No, I'm the writer.
Oh, you're
I'm
writing?
Okay. This is my magnum opus. It's daughter swap, but no sex parts. Because again, I like a porn that commits to a very long plot.
Oh, have you ever seen Taboo?
No.
Oh my gosh, I will sit down and watch that movie start and finish. It is very plot heavy, and I love it because I need to know why we're fucking here.
Why are we here?
That's me in my real life. I am not interested in women who have not expressed an interest in me, which sounds odd, but I mean more really expressed it when we're on a date. There's some who they decide in their head I want to fuck this guy, but I never know that.
Yeah, you need the verbal validation.
Yeah, I need to know hey, do we have chemistry? Are we doing some sort of random drawn out scene? What's happening here? Why am I fucking you? Is it just because you have a vagina? Not enough for me, lady.
Yeah. It's just because you're my best friend's daughter, and also my daughter is on a date with my best friend.
That works. Now I have motivation.
Now you have a whole lore of this. I do have to say, and we didn't watch the third vignette in this movie, but I do want to say it starts with a car accident.
Yeah.
The daughter is on the way to the mall, and she's like, "You're late, Dad. The sale's gonna be done." I'm like, not what works. And then a different dad in a different car.
Coincidence.
Is trying to do a practice driving test, and they get into a car accident. You heard the car accident and you screamed.
That was jarring.
It's a very, the car accident, why these two sleep with each other's dads is the dads don't have their wallet or insurance on them. And then they're
the payment.
And she's like, well, I could think of something to pay for this. And I was like, and then the other daughter, I guess, also just sleeps with the other dad. And then they, I believe, also high five. Again, these two women don't know each other. They're just in a car.
But it's that's not going to fix the car. It's what is that? That's just going to take out of his prostitution budget. It's well, if you take from there now, and if I take care of it, now you can spend that money on the car.
There's a weird, there's a very strange, there's one of them, which is not in this one, but probably on hotmovies.com has the movies, there's one of them, which I think is also great, where, it is it's a, two daughters want to go to the mall. They're like, but we don't have money. And then it's well, we're going to make them give us money by sex. And I was like, okay. There's also one where the dads are just really sick. They are both have the flu. And then they're like, well, I know what makes him feel better. Fucking. And
I like how you did a screen analysis of the entire film.
Oh yeah. No, I need to know. Cause here's the thing. They focus so hard on the schemes, the schemes of these women that I was like, well, I need to know what these schemes are, because it's not, the sex is all exactly the same, and who cares? Honestly, who the fuck cares? I'm here for schemes, and it's just two young ladies with a crazy scheme every time, and it somehow works, but none of the schemes make any sense. I love a scheme.
And the other thing I love here is that they did blur out the brand of the car on the steering wheel.
Yeah, you need to do that just in case. People are like, is that a Nissan? No, we don't know. We can't tell.
Yeah, in indie film tip.
Just blur it out.
Well, Rosa, thanks for indulging us with this rendition of Cast That Porn.
Yeah, Cast That Porn.
Yeah. Cast That Porn, everybody. It's a pay-per-minute porn site. They have so many porns. They have this type of, father-daughter swap stuff. They have the mother-daughter swap stuff, too. They've got a lot of things. I don't know how much you browse, but a lot of categories, a lot of stars, a lot of studios.
So a lot of backstories. A lot of complex backstories.
No, they have a lot of that retro porn, which is very plot-heavy. Yeah, so instead of managing 3-4 different memberships to different sites that are like $20 a month, no, just buy some minutes at hotmovies.com. Use those minutes for videos from all of those sites right here. And they're going to give you 20 free minutes on top of any package you sign up for when you use promo code MANWHORE at hotmovies.com. And Rosa, where can people find you? You're no longer private on Twitter anymore.
I am no longer private on Twitter.
Is the lawsuit over?
Yeah, my lawsuit's over. I can say it too. Now I'm like, no one can stop me from saying
Did you get anything?
I did. I got money. I'm rich now. Oh, is that a twist? I'm rich now, y'all.
We got our own high five.
Yeah, it's because we fucked each other's dads. Anyway, the only reason you can high five
wherever he is.
Berkeley, California. You can find me on Twitter at Human Comedian. My Instagram is also at Human Comedian. That's how you
Those
find
are the plugs.
Those are the plug my Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, why not?
Go follow her. She's fun. All right. Well, Rosa, thank you so much. And why don't you go ahead and say goodbye to everybody?
All right. Bye, y'all. Remember, keep swapping those daughters.
And now for this week's guest, Caitlin Rupert. She is a great stand-up comedian, a friend of mine, also a fellow podcaster. She does a show called Pod After Lockup, which is a Love After Lockup recap podcast. If you are a reality TV show junkie, you should check that out. But we had a really interesting conversation about the situation she is currently in and what it's going to take for her to leave it. So let's go ahead and get to my conversation with my friend Caitlin. As you all heard on last week's episode with Cora Harrington, I don't even know what I don't know about a lot of things, including lingerie. And I know some of y'all are living vicariously through me and my sex life and think I've got all these sex skills and blah, blah, blah. But hey, there are definitely things that I don't know. And that's why I am brushing up on my bedroom skill sets with an online course at beducated.com. Yeah, beducated.com. It's a platform where they offer premium first-class online trainings on a wide variety of topics. It's a place to learn new skills in dating, relating, and sexuality and experience bliss you wouldn't imagine was possible. And when you take a look at what they offer in their courses, there's such a variety, okay? Because they're teaching you how to use a yoni egg. They're teaching lingam massages. Lingam, it's like a fancy word for like penis massage. They even got classes on how fellas we can last longer in the bedroom. Yeah. Are you a premature ejaculator? They've got a class for that. Me personally, I'm actually right now starting the class on female orgasm because hey, what is that? but yeah, their classes, their courses, it's not just one quick video. It's a whole syllabus of tips, tricks, and practical advice. And I will be checking in with y'all to tell you if I learned something new about the female orgasm over at beducated.com. And right now, Beducated is offering all of my listeners 20% off any of their courses because they want to empower individuals to become extraordinary lovers every single day. They want to help you bring a little bit more wow in between the sheets with you. So go take advantage of this very special offer. Go to beducated.com and use promo code MANWHORE for 20% off any of their courses. Again, that's beducated, beducated.com. and use the promo code MANWHORE. And now let's get to my conversation with Caitlin Rupert.
Okay. Well, no, it's nothing. It's nothing crazy. But
I think it's crazy to fuck someone just because they're annoying you.
No, I didn't fuck the person because they were annoying me. I fucked someone because the person I was seeing was annoying me.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I feel like I don't know. Are we recording? Is this okay? Well, I feel like people like us, people who
What do you mean people like us?
People who are slightly promiscuous have a rotation of people we could always just hook up with. But that doesn't mean we're going to. That just means we can. So the moment somebody kind of just starts being all like, well, I don't really know if I'm looking for something serious, you go, okay, that's cool. I'm just going to fuck someone then. Tonight. That's really not hard for me.
But now, is that a power move to make a point, or is it because you happen to want to fuck the person that night?
Usually sometimes it's a power move to make a point. The one recently was just because we hadn't had sex in like 2 weeks and I was really horny. And I was like, I kept saying, I was like, hey, I'm really horny. Can you please come over here and fuck me? Like, I don't even care if you're like having emotional distress, if you're busy, like whatever. You could literally just come and then leave. Like, right. I just like it gives me it's a certain release that like I like in my life. And it's as a woman it takes a while to be comfortable with that, because like you're so judged as a woman just liking to have, like, if you like having sex, you're a hoe. Uh-huh. And I think it really didn't take me that long, but for the most part it was a little bit. I was like, oh, is this something I'm going to be judged for? And then eventually I was like, fuck it, I don't care.
I love such a kind, caring partner. You're like, I don't care if you're in emotional distress.
I don't care if you're in emotional distress.
See, for me, if someone's like, I need to get I know they kind of are said meaning the same thing, but if I'm told, can you come over and fuck me, and I'm not in the mood for that, then I'll be like, I can't. But if someone's like, I need to get off, can you take care of that? Even if I'm emotionally distressed, there are things I can do that don't require me to get turned on, that I'm like, I can go over. Like, right.
Yeah. That makes sense. Like the person who I had sex with literally, and honestly, it was timing, because I didn't seek them out. It's just every now and then we happen to be in the same mindset. Like, we were already texting, and then he was like, oh yeah, Ari, what are you doing? And I was like, whatever. I just told him what I was doing. And then he was like, do you want to fuck? And I was like, huh. Because he hadn't asked me that in like a while. Like, we hadn't hooked up in like a while. And I was like, maybe. And then I was like, do I have to leave my house? And he said no. So I was like, all right, sure. Came over, fucked me, and left. And I was like, perfect. I didn't even have to leave my house.
And you got to kind of get back at the annoying whatever thing is going on.
Well,
that happened this morning.
Yeah, well, I got to kind of level it out in my head, because as far as I was concerned, me and the guy I had been seeing regularly for the last, like, at this point it was probably a little over 2 months, had just broken up. Okay. Although everybody keeps saying, we had this conversation, they're like, well, you can't break up if you weren't boyfriend and girlfriend. And I'm like, we were dating.
You can end things. Yeah.
You can end things. Right. If you're consistently, like, I text him we text each other 30 times a day, every day. Right. The first like few weeks we were together would see each other every day. Like, now we've been going like less and less time. But as far as I'm concerned, that's my person. Like, that's who I'm seeing. So when he says that he doesn't think he can give me what I want, and that, like, he's having, doubts about whatever it is we are, and whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, so we broke up. Like, you don't want to see me. Fine. I'm going to go do this until you come, because they always come back. They always come back around. Like, granted, sometimes, like, at that point, I'm usually like, okay, now you're a hookup, because I don't really get rid of people for the most part, except for that one individual. There's a few people I've gotten rid of. The pimp I dated, I got rid of. He felt like I was trying to play a game, because I kept saying, like, if you don't fuck me, I'm going to go fuck someone else. And I was like, that's literally me not playing a game. That's me being like,
but it's a little bit you playing it. It's a little manipulative, and you know it.
Yeah, but I fully meant it. Like, I wasn't.
No, I know I'm not saying you don't mean it, but you're also saying it to him in a manipulative manner.
I guess it's hard not to be manipulative.
I mean, I feel like
Isn't it?
If I had a vagina, I feel like it's inherently manipulative to exist.
Exactly.
It's like, how dare you?
We can't help it.
Well, a good time to say I'm here with my friend and fellow comedian Caitlin. Is it? I just said
Rupert.
friend, but I don't know how to say your last name.
You know what? So many people have known me for so long and still say my last name wrong.
Because I think unless you're like someone who like frequently hosts,
Yeah.
I don't think you ever
You're never
have to
gonna
know anyone's
say
last
my
name.
last name, yeah.
Yeah, like if it, a frequent MC in New York City knows how to pronounce everyone's weird last
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, when I hosted the mic, I would see like 50 comics a night, and people would get mad at me for saying their name wrong, and I'd be like, "Are you a moron? Like, you think I know how to pronounce every name, and especially with your chicken scratch? Like, come on!"
Especially because you don't matter, because we're in the same basement together.
Well, that's what I like. Once somebody was like, "You can't say that." When I first started hosting, people were like really mean to me, like edgy to me, because it was a whole thing. But I remember once a male comic got mad at me for pronouncing his name wrong. And when he was done with the set, I went up and I said, "Hey, get booked more. Maybe I'll remember your name."
Boom!
Like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I mean, I started hosting an open mic just so I would learn people's names.
Oh, see, that's nice.
Because like I just wanted to like meet. Well, no, it's more like I want to meet people and be likable. And I heard if you remember people's names instead of reintroducing yourself 7 times to the same comic.
Yeah.
I heard that's a likable
It
thing.
is a likable quality, apparently.
And we all know that's something I have to work very hard on.
You know what I do because I'm an asshole? I know the people whose names I really do need to remember, and that's the bartenders. So I will write down, the moment I meet a bartender, I'll write down their name and a little description of them and where they work. And the next time I go into that bar, all I do is I search in my notes the name of the bar, and it'll come up with all the bartenders. And then I come up and I'm like, "Hey, Steve." And he's like, "Oh my God, you're so good with names." And I'm like, "I know. I am terrible with names."
Have you ever forgotten the name of someone you have fucked or while fucking?
Yeah. Oh, I've, and not even like I actually forgot their name. It's just like a weird panic thing where I went to introduce them to somebody and I'd been fucking them for like 4 months. And I was like, "Hey, so this is such and such, and this is, he's great." Oh man.
I'll do more like, I'll like, let's say you were the hookup person that I've forgotten the name of. I'd be like, "Oh, hey, this is so-and-so." And then I pause to let you introduce yourself.
Yeah. I've done that before when I preemptively realized I did not remember my hookup's name. But sometimes like I get cocky and I'm like, "Oh, I know this person's." I was like, "I do not know this person's name."
Have you ever called out the wrong name in bed?
I don't really call out names in bed. So no. I mean, sometimes, very, very rarely though. If it's somebody who I've like known for a while and then we start fucking, I do it because I feel like that's a turn on. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, other than that.
I do like being reminded that you know that you're having sex with me. That is a thing I enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm not just a dick. I'm a person."
Yeah. Nice.
I did do it once, and I don't remember when, but I do remember having a big fear in college. Like I had a monogamous long-term girlfriend my freshman year. Ooh. And then when we went back sophomore year, we decided to break up because we were different schools.
Right.
And I was so nervous doing sleepovers because I was told your eyebrow just raised.
I'm waiting for the end of this interesting story.
I know that, I mean, I don't know if it's interesting. I am speaking, so who knows? Really, it could go either
so probably
way.
not. Go ahead.
Right. Yes. But I have been told that I talk in my sleep sometimes.
Oh.
And for that all sophomore year, because I love sleepovers, I love cuddles, but fuck was I nervous that I was going to
I love
talk
that you're
about
calling it sleepovers. Like,
what do you call it when you sleep over?
It just sounds like you're like showing up with your backpack and your pillow.
I do show up with a backpack.
Like, ready to go.
Like, I'm packed for tomorrow's day.
You like put your toothbrush out on the sink. You're like, "This one's mine. Nobody use it."
Well, I mean, for me, it's like I put the toothbrush and the Rogaine down on the sink.
Yeah. And the lube just next to the bed, just in case.
But yeah, I was so nervous I was going to like say Arissa's name in my sleep with another woman.
Yeah.
And that was like a huge fear.
I feel like I would not be mad at a guy if that happened. I'd be like, "Yeah, whatever. That happens."
Well, if there was an excuse or like, would you need to hear a story or would you just write it off?
I feel like if you just said it, that's what you're sleeping. That's involuntary. That's not your,
Well, you don't have some sort of romanticized version of course he's dreaming about me as he sleeps every night.
Well, the guy,
this man I just met in a bar.
The guy I've been dating for the last 3 months, continually when he talked, because he was in a relationship for like 7 years. I am like the rebound queen. I don't know why I'm everybody's fucking rebound. I don't know if it's my ex.
I think it's because you're cool.
That's what my ex-girlfriend said. She goes, Caitlin, well, you seem like you're super happy, fun, sexy time. And then like guys start dating you and they realize that you actually have a lot of like grief and trauma in your life. And like you are a real person and it's not as fun anymore. And I'm like, well, God damn it. But so anyway, so he got out of a 7-year, like very intense relationship. And he'll still refer to his ex as his girlfriend. Like when he's talking about her, he'll be like, my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. Like I've had
that's
to
so bad.
Yeah, so I've had to continually correct him, but he started dating me. Like they were kind of on and off for like there was a while where they were kind of like on the outs, but
do you overlap in that time window?
No, not really,
Okay.
but I was a good maybe only 3 months after it was definitely over. And so it was fairly, and I was the first woman he had slept with since her. So yeah.
It's still bad if you're still referring to the ex as girlfriend by mistake.
know.
I never do that.
I keep telling him, like, when we had our like semi breakup, I was like, please go fuck someone. Just go fuck someone. I said, I told him, I was like, I'm giving us 2 weeks. I was like, I'm not going to talk to you for 2 weeks. You're not going to talk to me. Let's just like take a break. Go fuck someone. And he texted me 3 days later, and I was like, oh, come on.
Did he text you after fucking someone, or
No.
did you consider referring him to a friend?
I told him we could have a threesome.
Do you have a friend you would say, hey,
No.
Jennifer, can you go fuck this
No,
guy
I
so he
couldn't
stops
do that.
being sad?
So he stops being sad. So he's my boyfriend like I want him to be.
That's the magic bullet. If you
So
fuck him, he'll
stupid.
date me. I don't know.
But it's true. Like there's this weird block that guys get, because like I think his whole thing, which I want to be like, hey, I'm pretty hot and okay, you should just like go with this, because like I don't usually want to commit to people. I'm very much a non-commitment
That's
person.
why I was very surprised when you were like 3 years of almost monogamy.
3 months.
3 months. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very strange for me. And I had definitely had options. There were people who were trying to sleep with me, and I was just like, no, I'm seeing someone, I really like them. I don't want to, like, whatever. And yeah, but
So wait, who's this guy? Because I forget when Philly was, even though it was just in my calendar. But I assume this started after Philly.
this was after Philly. Yeah, because me and you went to Philly together, and we had a long car ride of conversations.
I'm so sorry, by the way, about that.
No, I have fun.
I don't know. I feel like anyone stuck in a car with me for a certain amount of hours.
Oh no. I'm a chatty Kathy. I was fine with that.
My roommate goes through waxes and wanes of enjoying my chattiness.
Oh.
So he'll refer to it as like I'm giving him my newsletter update.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll just come in the kitchen, I'll give him like 6 things.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, thanks for this newsletter.
Well, that's why I like seeing this guy, because we literally, like, when we're together, we just like talk, and it's like goes on way too many ADD tangents.
Where'd you meet this guy?
So he is he's friends. He went to high school with
Okay.
from Gas Digital,
Mhm.
and so he had seen an Instagram of me and together at the botanical gardens, and he had followed me off of that because he was like, oh, this girl's friends with my friend. And so he was following me on Instagram for a few weeks, and then he saw me Instagram something about being gluten-free. This is the most like hipster sounding fucking story.
You are sitting here with 2 White Claws.
2 White Claws.
As well as 4 more in my fridge. Just in case
I
you
know.
get through these. I poured a 2 o'clock whiskey just because I didn't want you to drink alone.
I can't have the glutens. It's bad for my bodies. But yeah, so he's gluten free though for weight reasons. He lost like 60 pounds. He looks very good.
Can you tell when he's naked that he lost 60 pounds?
That he no. He does not have like loose skin or anything crazy like that. No, he looks hot. He's got like a 6-pack, 8-pack and shit. But so he had messaged me about the gluten-free thing, and he was like, oh, what's your cheat thing? And I was like, oh, I actually can't have a cheat thing. This is like, I would have body issues if I have a cheat thing. And so then we started talking, and I was on the train back from actually I think I asked you to come to this. I was the Sunday that I went upstate for Hudson,
little camping?
Hudson
No.
Valley Roller Girls or Hudson Valley Horrors.
Yeah, because you are, and I'm insanely jealous about it, but you are like the new announcer for the Gotham Girls Roller Derby.
Yes, I have an
League.
announcer for the Gotham Girls Roller Derby and the Hudson Valley Horrors, and various other teams. If they need an announcer, I'm on the roster for that. So I had been doing that upstate. So I was coming back on the train and I was talking to him, and so I'm very I'm a bit dominant and shit. So I was like, I'm getting off the train. I'm gonna have like a long walk home. Talk to me. I'm gonna can you call me? And he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so
I like how just asking a guy to talk to you is considered dominant
on the
in your
phone.
book.
It is though. So many men hate that. Like he hates it.
People hate that.
He hates it now. Like he won't call me now, and it drives me like fucking nuts. But he talked to me on the phone, and we talked for like an hour, and then 2 days later, I was like, yeah, I want to I want to see you. I want to meet up with you. And so he ended up coming to my house, which I was a little worried about because I was like, I kind of know you, but we have mutual friends. So for me, it wasn't that crazy having somebody come to the house. But then I was like, oh, he might be crazy. Also, he doesn't have any pictures of himself on his Instagram because he's a photographer. So it's mostly just like random pictures of
you're nervous
like a barn and shit.
It's just, I like how you're nervous inviting someone over for the first time who has a mutual friend, and I will literally unlock my entire apartment, blindfold myself, and hope it all works out.
Oh God.
The difference between the male and female experience.
Yes. So I didn't know what he looked like. I had texted our mutual friend, and I was like, is he attractive? And he was like, yes, he's very good looking. And I was like, oh, okay, good. But then also guys don't necessarily know that. So he shows up and he was hot. And I was like, oh, thank fucking God. And I was like, I'm not going to sleep with him though, because I had back pain at the time because I had a bulging disc. So I was like, I'm not going to sleep with him. Not only because it's our first time meeting, but also because I could screw up my back. But since he's from Westchester and we drank, I was like, you can't drive. Like he had driven down. I was like, you can't drive. I was like, just sleep over. It's fine. Like, I'm not going to have sex. I said to him, I'm not going to have sex with you. And then we got into my bedroom. He took his shirt off and I was like, oh, I'm going to have sex with you. I am going
no willpower
to have sex with you.
Why were you making the rule to, because I used to have the strict rule of I don't fuck people the first time I hook up with them. Mm-hmm. But why did you have this rule?
I had the rule because I guess because I actually liked him. Okay. All right, so let's say I meet a guy on Tinder and I'm just like, whatever. I'm 35 and he's 25, 26. I'm not going to date that person. So I'm fine hooking up with him on the first date because if he's like, ghosts me or whatever, I'm like, whatever, you're 26. I don't give a shit. He, on the other hand, was somebody I could see myself dating. Mm-hmm. So I didn't.
Based just on the texting and the phone call.
Yes. Yeah. And the age and the location and I don't know, just there were a few things. So I was like, oh yeah, I could date you. So I was trying to be a little, and also my back hurt. So I was trying, there were a few factors. But yeah, so then after that, we spent every day together. There was that weekend, because that was a Tuesday, and that weekend we went to the gardens, me and him, to the botanical gardens, and then I had a show all the way in Brooklyn. That show you did. Oh. Yeah, you did that show.
That was after you just met him?
Yeah, that was that first week that I met him, and I had spent so much time with him at that point because he had slept over Friday night. Saturday, we went to the gardens. We ate dinner or lunch or whatever. And then I went down to host that show. And then afterwards, he was still in the city at a friend's house at a party. And I texted him and I was like, hey, is this crazy? I kind of want to see you again. I kind of want you to sleep in my house again. And he was just he's like, no, I was thinking the same exact thing. I didn't want to text you that though, because I didn't know if I seemed crazy. And I was like, okay, let's meet up. And we met up in the rain. It was very romantic. And then we spent more than 24 hours together. And
those are such dangerous first dates.
I know.
24 to 52 hour first dates that happen. Mm-hmm. They start off as maybe a Thursday night getting drinks, and next you spent literally an entire weekend just hanging out, talking, and fucking.
And I never do that. Never. I am I have anxiety. Get out of my bed. Like, or if I sleep over at their house 6 a.m, I'm out. Like, I don't like having anybody around me. And that's why I was like, oh, I like him. Because I wanted him to be around me. I was like, oh no, I don't want him to leave. So I was like, oh, okay, this is good for me. Yeah. But then there was then I found out all the other complications and that he had just gotten out of a relationship and like, there's some other, like, it was dramatic.
Why was it dramatic?
His ex is an alcoholic, so that whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
When someone you're seeing is talking about the ex, how much do you trust what they're saying versus what you think actually happened?
I go ahead and trust what they're saying because it's just easier. I mean, like, look, I could look at it from her angle, or if I'm dating a woman, whatever their ex is, it's all relative, but for me, I will just deal with what's in front of me because that's what's more important.
Okay.
Because, like, the other thing is, even if they're lying, it's still their view or how they want to portray that relationship, and there's something to be said for that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I go with it.
And so you had the marathon, like, first, second date, and then what transpired in this shockingly monogamous time period in your life?
Like to make it continue or to make it disrupt at this point?
Let's hear the good before we find out whatever just happened.
Oh, okay. Well, to make it continue,
like I also apparently liked the timing because I hit you up yesterday to see if you were available, and you were like, yeah, I'm available tomorrow. And then apparently also shit happened.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was crying all this morning.
Oh, God. Did whatever happened that we're going to hear later,
okay,
did that happen before or after I hit you up to do this?
Oh, after.
Oh, just...
Yeah.
I'm just looking up at the heavens and be like, hey, I don't believe in you, but thanks for looking out. Okay. So what were the goods?
So the good, I guess, would be that we talked a lot. He's got that little bit of touch of autism, so he doesn't have a filter. So he just says most of the things he's thinking. And like one of the things he said at some point was like, oh, well, because he kind of made it clear that he didn't necessarily expect me to want a boyfriend or to want somebody, to be like my partner.
Well, he's also talked to you for more than 10 minutes. He
right.
picked up
Right.
Yeah.
Well, but he had also, because we're comedians, he had listened to me on podcasts.
He's a comedian?
No. Because like me and you were like, people listen to our shit and think that's us full on, like full stop. But it's like we still have these aspects of our personalities that you don't know unless you really know us. Mm. And so he thought, because he had heard me on podcasts, that I was just like this slutty hoe bag who just never wants to be with anyone full term, like whatever, like monogamously. I'm like, no, I do. I just tend to be very picky, and those people don't tend to be in my life, and I tend to be more focused on comedy than I am on like a relationship, but that doesn't mean it would never happen. I was like, I'm literally sitting in front of you telling you I like you more than I've liked most people, and you need to like listen to that and like go with that. He's like, well, I don't know if that's what I'm looking for. I was like, fine, whatever it is what it is, but we're doing fine right now. We don't need to like put a bunch of like questions into this. We've only this was like 2 weeks in. I was like, we've only been dating for like 2 weeks.
It's not even dating yet. It's been 2 weeks of we've made out and fucked around,
Yeah. I mean, I consider at the moment you're like going on more than 3 dates we're dating, but that's my definition of it. Other people do not like that definition. But yeah, so that was the good stuff. Was basically we were just like, all right, let's go with the flow. Let's just see where things take us, and we like each other. That's what's up. And
what's the moment you realize, like, well, I should ask now, or at least now minus 48 hours, are you in love with this person?
I would not throw the L word around. No.
Would you say you were on a pathway? Like it's DACA, it's like you're on a pathway to loving him.
Because I love a lot of people. Like I love my friends. I love people I've had moderate relationships with.
Okay.
But I have a spectrum of love. So for me, it's like when somebody's like, oh, I love you or I don't love you. I'm like, no, I love everybody.
Sure. But after 3 months, I think at least in terms of romance, so I mean, I believe after 3 months, you have at least an idea if it's in the direction of that. I have not fallen in love with someone every time in 3 months, but I've known if it's going that direction.
Oh yeah, I would say it was going that direction or is going that. I mean, it's not like we're not done, but
we'll find out. But
yeah.
What would you say is one of the moments that you started realizing, this is a thing that I'm like, my heart's involved more than just my cunt?
I think it would be that night where I did the show and then I texted him and I was like, is it insane that I
So
want
like
to see you
immediately,
again?
you're just like, boom.
Yeah,
I'm in on this.
Yeah. Because I know myself well enough to know that my usual pattern is to like just be like, no, like I think I told you I dated a comedian who was he love bombed me, and I knew he was love bombing me at the time, and I was even like, he showed up at one of my shows, got booked on one of the same shows as me, and I was like, dude. Like, we've seen each other 5 times this week. I don't want to see you a 6th day in a row.
And I definitely don't want to hear these jokes again.
And I definitely don't want to hear these. I've heard your jokes. And that guy, I was just like, he almost convinced me to be like more into him than I was. And then he made me mad because eventually he just went, oh, you know what? I just think I don't see us as romantic partners. And I was like, whoa. You're the one. You're the one who wanted this. I didn't. And then you wrote me it, and then I got upset about it. But he was the opposite. Like, it was very mutual. And I was like, oh, I think we both actually like each other. I like him. I was never, he never had to convince me to like him. And most guys do. Like most guys, I start off very much like, I don't know about you. And then they love bombing, and then I go, all right, I could see it, and then they like disappear. By
the way, what is it? I know what it is because I had an ex who sent me literally 4 articles on it. But what is this term, love bomb?
Okay, so love bombing, it's a very important thing for everybody to have in the back of their mind and their nexus. It's like gaslighting, that's just something you should know. So love bombing is when a person kind of just starts out real hot and heavy. And like, that's their go-to. And they'll be texting you. They'll be like overly complimentive. Like they'll be like, I really like you. I like this about you. I like this. I want to like take you to meet my mom. You meet their family really early. And like I met his sister like on the first, we didn't even have a date yet. I met his sister at his birthday party. This is the love bomb comic. So this particular comic is a love bomb expert. I know he does it. I think it's very manipulative because the thing is, it's not that they actually like you. It's just this weird thing that they do because they want that response from you. And then once they get it, they go, oh, yeah, no, never mind. And that's the thing, because like it was never genuine in the first place. Like, a love bomb because at the end of it, there's a cutoff. They go, oh, wait, no. And you're like, whoa. Then you never meant any of that shit. You like, why were you obsessing over me and like, meeting with me for lunch, like in between, like at my work, like, they're literally just like, they go from being not in your life at all to just being like massively in your life and then just cut it off. I've been love bombed more than once, and I think it's because of that this whole thing where I think people like the idea of me, but when they actually get to know me, they're like, not that like I'm not unappealing. I mean, you're friends with me. Like, yeah. I'm just a very...
You're incredibly appealing, but you have depth.
I have depth.
You have layers. You're like an onion.
Like, if you're just around me in social settings, it seems like I'm just really gregarious, and I'm very, like, I know everybody, and I could talk to everybody, and I have no issues. But then if you really get to know me, then you'll realize that, like, I got some shit, and I'm not always going to be, like, super happy, shiny person. But I think to me that gives my personality more. But I think for people who sometimes want to date me, they think that they just want that person they see at the parties.
They've fallen in love with this character that you've put out
this person who doesn't actually exist.
Yeah, which is a person they could fall in love with on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Because you don't have to get to know you, but they've seen the perception and they fall in love with whatever that is you put out there. But as soon as they get to know anything more, it's like, ooh, I didn't know it was going to have all this attached to it. It's
like they're trying to complain about shit, and I go, yeah, my dead parents, and they're like, oh, yeah.
That's not even that bad of a one. I don't know, in my opinion, romantically. It's a bad thing to have. Romantically, I'm like, that's not the heaviest thing you could run into. I don't know. It's not, sorry.
Orphans are great. You literally never have to meet their parents. Like, there's never any mom.
Is that a bit you
do? Yes and no.
Yes and no, because it should be definitely. That's hilarious. What has been happening? Was it weird for you to? Like okay, it's a 2-part. First, was there an explicit agreement to not fuck other people at any point?
No.
So this was a thing you voluntarily did.
I did it on my own. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Which it makes it more interesting knowing
yeah.
there was no explicit agreement.
Yeah, there was
with
no.
you.
I know because
You know,
I
hoe to hoe.
I do stuff. I mean, I have repeats. Like I circle back around. It's not that I'm like sleeping with a bunch of new people. I just sleep with the same people like multiple times. Yeah. It's like, oh, like once we've like kind of dated and don't work out, I'm like, all right, now you're in that category.
For sure. I just started fucking someone who I stopped hooking up with in April, and now I'm like, we should do that again.
We should.
Like, why would I go?
Let's give it a go.
Why would I invite new rejection when I know I have probable acceptance?
See, mine is why would I invite like possible bad dick or vagina?
I was exactly what I was going to say. It was like, you're not getting rejected. You know, we know.
I'm not. No.
We don't have to say it out loud, but it's more like because is a new person is like a new chance to have someone be bad in bed. Right?
Yeah.
And for me, like, there's not really a lot of people being bad in bed. There's people where I'm like, I don't know if I'm loving this in bed.
Yeah.
Because, like, anyone who makes me have an orgasm, I'm very grateful for, but it's not always the best ones. With you, I got to imagine you're like, no, this is bad dick. Like, I can't even, that's what I guess my experience as a dude is like, in that I don't even know what bad sex is, because even what is bad sex, I'm so appreciative for.
Oh, okay.
Whereas then I'm like, I don't even know what the disappointment of being excited to fuck somebody and finding out they're bad in bed is like.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm a multiple orgasmer, so like I will I know. I will always have moderately good sex, but there is definitely like the sex with the guy I've been seeing is fucking perfect because he just has sex exactly the way I want him to. He's hot, which is always nice. Like, I really do like a hot person. I'm vain. And he doesn't do a lot of the, let me tell you what you need to do. I'm like, no. We don't need to do that. So it's perfect.
Well, what happened, I guess, since yesterday that has been tanking?
All right, so the downward spiral kind of happened around Christmas due to the dead parents in the depth and shit. So it was a little... It was a little
that pesky problem.
It was a little sad. Like I let him get away with Thanksgiving. Like Thanksgiving, I am also sad, and I really wanted to see him, and he was just like, "I'm with my family. I'm not going to see you." I was like, "Fine." I spent Thanksgiving with like Lewis and Sarah. Like I was with a fellow orphan and a good friend and another good friend. So I was like, you know what? I don't need him. It's fine. I'm fine. Okay. And then Christmas happened. Also didn't necessarily need him. I was like, I'm fine. I had a party for comics.
Sorry, I've had to like bite back because we're on a different type of podcast vibe. I had to fight back a variety of jokes about Lewis and dead parents and ethnicity that would be acceptable in almost any other podcast we would be on. I'm just like, fight back.
We're not nice to our friends.
Yeah, it's the culture. It's it means we like them when we make Puerto Rican dead parent jokes.
Yeah.
It's fine. I didn't do it.
We love them. It's fine.
Sorry.
But yeah, when then Christmas came along and I was fine because I had a party for comics and whatever. But then like Christmas Day, everybody leaves my house because like whoever sleeps over, everybody leaves. Like Margot was there for a minute and came and helped me clean, but then she left and then I was alone. And I was like, hey, it's Christmas Day. You already did all your shit. Can you come and like hang out with me? And he basically was just like, no, I'm just like, and then I was like, well, I'm an orphan. I should be like top of this fucking list. Like you didn't come for Thanksgiving. Fine. But like Christmas, fucking do something, like come and hang out with me, like whatever. And he wouldn't. And so it kind of like gave us this weird sort of like fight thing. And
he's local.
Well, yeah, he's Westchester.
And did he make an offer? Did he go like, how about tomorrow on the 26th?
No, he was supposed to come over, but then he was like, I'm actually really tired because he was in Queens because his grandma's in Queens.
Sure. I'm just trying to find an out for him before.
No. So he ended up having to drive his mom back to Westchester, and he had said he was going to come see me. I was like, okay, we'll just go drop your mom off and come afterwards. Like, just come sleep over. And then he was like, oh, no, what? And so like basically it caused a riff. And we had a fight, and yeah, I think that's when I slept with somebody else. I can't remember the timeline.
You fucked someone on Christmas?
I think it was like the day after Christmas. Or maybe it was somewhere around, it was between Christmas and New Year's Eve. I saw him on New Year's Eve. Not the nighttime, though, because he didn't want to see me at night. So I just like stopped on my way up to an Airbnb to be by myself.
You got an Airbnb within the city you already live in?
No. I got it upstate. Yeah, I was in Wappinger Falls. So I was like,
Okay.
a train ride away.
What is the sadness like that you experience on like a Christmas or Thanksgiving? I forget how long your parents have both been passed.
Let's see, my dad died when I was 18 and my mom died in like 2012.
Okay.
So
like it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Like it's not like very deep. Like
But it's
Thanksgiving.
still sad.
Thanksgiving is worse than Christmas. Christmas I don't really
My
care
mom lost
about.
her mom like 20 plus years ago, and she still gets sad on a lot of the things. But like,
Oh yeah, still
I-
definitely
you know,
sad.
I'm
But
just-
it's like sadder to me, and this is the thing that gets me, is like I'd rather almost not tell someone I'm dating, because if I tell them and they know, and then they also still don't want to like be there for me, I'm like, oh well, that's kind of shitty of you. Because like if they didn't
because they know the stakes
I was
involved.
like, you know what's up. But if they didn't know, I'd be like, oh, that's on me. I didn't tell them. But then once I tell them, I'm like, and I hate telling them because I'm like, shit, now I got to have like a parameter for like how they should be reacting. And if they react going, yeah, but my life is hard too. And then I have to go, oh God, literally go fuck yourself. Because that's the thing, is so many people will hear like, oh, I have dead parents. And they were both like, my dad like fucking killed himself and my mom died of alcoholism. And they'll still be like, yeah, but my life is hard too. And I'm like, is it though? Is it?
I mean, arguably, they still have to deal with their alcoholic mom. You don't.
True.
No. But what is when you don't have someone in your life who is that you're not that emotionally involved in? What is your usual like MO?
Oh, my
those time
friends.
periods?
My friends.
Like, who do you normally say, hey, you did your stuff. Can you come over and hang out?
Oh, my friends.
Friends.
Yeah. Oh, for a very long time, I've absolutely known how to utilize friends as emotional crutches of sorts. Like, I love Sarah Hartshorn to death because she absolutely is there for me. And like, she lives down the block, so it also makes that easy. But her poor husband having to put up with me all the time in their house.
So he says like, nah, I can't. And you're like,
yeah, I think I lost it after that. I didn't lose it. I was just like, you know what? I'm fucking done. I'm done trying. I'm done. Like this was the one time I asked you for something and you still couldn't do it. I was like, 3 months in, you should be able to like drive the 20 minutes to come see me for like 5 seconds. Like, he did come to see me the day after Thanksgiving for like, literally, I think he came for an hour. So I was like, you can come now.
well, then what have the last 2 weeks been like?
So we were fine because we saw each other after New Year's on my way down.
You saw the 6-pack and you're like, everything's okay again.
Exactly. I was like, everything's fine. No, he had to flip out like at his house. Like, I went and I stayed at his house because he lives with his mom, but his mom wasn't there. So that's also another big thing in our relationship. I can never go to his house because his mom can't, like, he doesn't want his mom to meet me yet. So I'm like, well, cool. There's like, I can't do anything about that. I think the thing that freaks me out is I have no control then, because it always has to be him coming to me. I can never go to him, and therefore I'm always waiting around for him. And I hate that. Like, I hate having to wait around for somebody. So I went to his house and he had a weird flip out, but then we were kind of fine the next day. Cause like he's like a kid, like, you know, like how people get like really upset about something, but then like all of a sudden they're fine.
Okay.
Like a few hours later, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess we're good. But yeah, I don't know. So I get weird after a week of not having sex. So I want to have sex after a week.
Okay.
And so we haven't had sex in like a week. So I don't know. I wanted to see him, and I don't know. I was trying to like make a boundary last night where I was like, okay, I was literally right near his house because I had to drop the kid I nanny off up in Westchester. So I was like, I'm near your house. Come hang out with me. He had like twisted his ankle the day before. Not twisted, but sprained his ankle the day before. I'm like, you're not doing anything. You're just in your house. Like, come eat with me. Like, just
come to a diner.
Come to a diner.
I don't have to meet your mom.
Right. I don't have to meet your mom. Just like sit across the table from me so I could stare at you. And we were having a back and forth all day. He was taking hours to respond to me for every fucking text. He's like, oh, okay, hold on. Let me check and then finally he texts me back, oh, I'm really tired. I was dropping the kid off at 5.
Right.
Like 5:15. I was like, you're tired at 5:15? Really? And
holidays, it is itis. It is the itis time. But you seem, and this is being friends with you, like it doesn't. You seem really into him more than some good dick and six pack.
Yes.
Are you sure he feels that way too?
No, I don't think he knows how to interpret his feelings. I think he's been with somebody who's emotionally toxic for too long to really interpret what a real relationship or something good is.
Have y'all brought up the, for lack of a better word, officialness of what y'all are doing?
Yeah, he's laughed at me making a joke about going on a date and been like, "Oh, you're trying to make me jealous?" Like he pretty much told me like, "You could do whatever you want." He's like, I'm not.
But have you ever sincerely said
Yeah, I've told him a million times I want him to be my boyfriend and I want him to tell me to not see anybody else.
And that means monogamous to you, right?
Yeah, that means monogamy to me. Yeah.
And what's his reaction?
He says he's not ready to give me what I want.
And so why are you still fucking with that?
Because he keeps texting me and I like him. I don't know, because I also haven't had a monogamous relationship. So in the back of my head, I'm going, oh, I'm asking him for this. No, I have, sorry, but not in a very long time. I keep asking him for this, but it's not something I do. So why do I care so much? Maybe I should just sit around and fuck other people and be fine with the fact that he texts me every day and like I see him maybe every 2 weeks.
I think that's totally fine and acceptable if you weren't clearly on the pathway to Lovetown. Because someone's like, because what I wrote down, because when you were saying, I was writing down, I was like, just come to like a diner so I can just sit and stare at you.
Yeah.
That's a like, I either love you or I'm going to be loving you soon.
Oh yeah,
type of mentality, and that's really, that makes me really sad because I've been in that position where I'm like, I just want, I could sit at a diner and just stare at you and not have to say a goddamn word.
Yeah,
and I will be a happy boy, and it makes me sad that you're feeling that way and it doesn't seem like he's respecting the gravity of. I mean, like for you to want someone seriously seems like a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Yeah, and I don't know why you would. He must be really hot.
So hot.
And is he also really good in bed? I don't get it sometimes.
No, he's not like... he's very vanilla, but I don't know. Yeah, he's like... All right, so I had an ex who we like have really good sex. Like to this day, he's like... He cheated on his current girlfriend with me like twice. But to me, I'm like, no.
Weird brag, but keep going.
I was like, we love each other. Like that's my person who will never actually be my person. There's like a whole weird tragedy story. I think I may or may not have told you this one. But I used to be like, how is sex between us so fucking good? I was like, how is it so good? Like is it the way you feel with other women? And he's like, no, our parts just match. And like he always used to say that, and I think it's funny because I do think there are some people you have sex with and you're like, our parts just match.
Do y'all use condoms?
Yes, he will not fuck me without a condom. I'm very mad about it.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
I want unprotected sex. God damn it!
It was just funny because if you had said no, it would have been like, well, I think when you have sex without a condom, and whatever is around you unprotected is the right match at that day.
Won't do it.
Even unprotected sex I've had that was like a mistake in the moment. I'm like, this is a good decision.
I haven't had unprotected sex in so fucking long.
When we were in that, when we were chatting about stuff like that, it was like you made me feel like I'm missing out on all the barebacking everyone else is doing by being a responsible human.
Oh, okay. But have you had, so since our conversation, have you had unprotected sex?
Not outside of my relationship,
but with your girlfriend.
Yeah, but that's been going on since like July or August.
But it's so much better, right?
Oh, it's infinitely better. But as I said before, the ranking of things that feel great are not peeing fire and then sex without a condom.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
the STDs. Yes.
yeah. That's usually my concern.
I also don't.
I'm not worried about getting someone pregnant because the people I fuck, I feel like would either A, be happy to have an abortion and then throw a party, or B, would be like, yeah, but not his kid.
Yeah.
And then they
See,
would
the
get
people
an abortion.
I fuck are for the
like,
most...
I have never fucked a person where I was like, they would keep my particular kid. they'd be like, cute eyes, but the rest of this is trash.
Yeah. See, the people I fuck, I'm like, they either get tested every week, probably, or they are nerds who never have sex with people, you know?
I like how you think the nerds are the ones who are going to...
I don't think either. I don't know.
The common belief amongst at least the like non-monogamous folks is that non-monogamous people will have a better STI rate than general population because when you cheat on someone in a monogamous relationship,
that's true.
You can't even then go to your... You can't say all of a sudden, hey, let's use a condom tonight.
Right,
One red
right.
flag. Or you can't bring up, hey, I love you and I care about you more than our relationship and because you can't. So my girlfriend Megan, our rule is if I had sex with someone without a condom, that would be cheating.
Right.
So if I did do that, I can go to her and say, I care about you and your health more than us.
Right.
I fuck someone without a condom. If you still would want to sleep with me, we have to either use condoms and wait for some time so I can get tested.
Testing.
Right?
Yeah.
With monogamous people, when they cheat, they have to first cross the thing of I fucked another person.
Yeah.
Because I can fuck other people.
Right.
So they have like two things to cross. One, I fucked someone else and then it was unprotected.
Yeah.
So a lot of them won't even have that conversation. That's how a lot of
That's a good
STIs can
point.
spread.
I did tell him, I told him that I had sex with somebody else. And then he got real paranoid because he's like, but you sucked my dick. And I'm like, I didn't suck that person's dick. Are you kidding me?
But also, if I did, I mean, do math.
Also, if I did, what, you think you're getting herpes? You would have seen it already. Like, you would have
And also, you know what?
Herpes.
Like, he or you, or most likely both of you, have some form of herpes anyway. So why are we going to stress about this?
I mean, I have HPV, so.
As Chris
doesn't?
DiStefano said once at an NYU show that he did not want to do. He got mad at my 12-person college audience and was like, look, you all have HPV and I'm technically a doctor, so you have to listen to it.
Oh my God, Chris DiStefano has...
He's so funny.
He thinks he has everything, though.
Well, he technically is a doctor. He has a doctorate.
Wait, does he really?
Well,
I love him. He's so funny.
So the last 24 hours, what is it that has gone down? Like, what was the talk yesterday? Why all the crying this morning?
Oh God, the talk yesterday, I guess, was just me being like, I was gonna try to not talk to you today, but I can't fucking not talk to you. But I am mad at you for not just showing up when I was right near your house. Like, I was like, you really had zero effort to put into it. I haven't seen you in over a week. Like, why was this the thing? And then he goes, I've told you several times, I can't be what you want me to be. So then we got into this whole conversation.
What do you want him to be?
My boyfriend.
Right. And what, but
to him,
give us a couple things that means.
I think to me, it means just having sex with me once a week and answering my text messages and making a plan. Like, making plans. Like,
pretty low.
It's pretty low. I don't really expect a lot. I just want you to be like, on Sunday at 12 o'clock, I'm going to see you. Cool. Great. Fine. But, to him, I think it means being there for me emotionally and like, answering phone calls when I call you. And then like, if I'm in your neighborhood, you have to come see me. Like all of these things he could kind of turn down. Like I wouldn't care if he was like, you know what? I don't want to see you when you're up in Westchester. I'm having a shit day. I'll see you tomorrow at 2:00, whatever. Like, if he made a plan, I'd be fine, but he doesn't want to do that. And that's the thing that launched the ship of like, oh, like I'm not ready for a relationship. And I'm like, okay, fine.
And what was this morning?
That was this morning. This morning was like, I turned my phone off last night after we were like having a semi-argument. And I was like, look, it seems to be really stressing you out that I like you. So I'll just go ahead and stop.
I mean...
And I turned my phone off.
Does he like you in a remotely similar way?
I don't know. I think so.
Because it sounds like what he thinks a boyfriend is and what you think is a boyfriend or what you need as a boyfriend are different things. And that's a thing that can be negotiated, whether it's like monogamy versus non-monogamy or how often we see each other or, hey, I'm not a sexting kind of guy. And you are. If you need to get that elsewhere, fucking get it. Yeah. Whatever it is. That like relationships can be negotiated.
Right. And that's the thing I was trying to...
It seems like he doesn't realize that. It doesn't...
I was trying to tell him this. I was trying to tell him that, like, because when he was back like the first week we were dating or the second week when we were having a conversation where he's like, but you don't do boyfriends. I was like, or you don't do monogamy. I was like, every person is different. Like, no, there are definitely a lot of people where I'm like, I do not want to date you. Like, I will date other people while I'm dating you. And I was like, and then there are people who I go, oh, no, you're the thing. I'll if you want that, that's what I want. But if you don't want that, I can also continue. Like, it's always a conversation where I think it's such a thing outside of the sex community where it's just, oh, monogamy is this. And then you get engaged, and then you get married, and then you do this. And it's just like, oh, God. That's why you guys always have divorces and shit, because none of you have conversations about anything. Like, it's always so...
It's all assumed. It's like whatever the societal standard is for the phase of our relationship, as opposed to us negotiating what this phase of our relationship is going to be for us.
Right.
Fuck everyone else.
Because, like, I'm sure he thinks it's insane that I'm like, go fuck someone else. Because I want him to see... that like sex with somebody else isn't as good. I want him to see that dating someone else isn't as good. And if he thinks that it's great and that like in comparison to fucking me, oh man, I'm shit. Go fucking be with that person. Like, good for you. You found somebody great. But like, go do it. Because I don't want you sitting here thinking that there's something better. Like, his whole thing was I went from having sex with somebody for 7 years to having sex with you. And I feel like I don't know what else there is. And I feel like I'm missing out on something. And I'm like, okay, then go figure it out.
And could you have a boyfriend in an ethically non-monogamous relationship, regardless of what the parameters negotiated are?
What do you mean?
Is that could you be in a relationship that has a degree of openness, even if it's a negotiated openness?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Right. I dated a guy for like 4 years on and off who took me to India to meet his parents, who we had a very open relationship. And then I found out he had a very closed relationship with someone else he didn't tell me about.
/ all of his, employees.
All of his employees.
He was a pimp, everyone.
He's a pimp. He was dating one of his hoes.
Well, how are you feeling today?
About what?
How are you feeling today?
How am I feeling emotionally?
How are you feeling today, Caitlin?
Oh God, Billy. I don't know. I'm like on that brink, when you're like, I could just do some crazy shit. Like, I'm on that.
You're at 2 White Claws, but not 3 or 4. Is that what you're trying to say? 2
White Claws.
Oh, Caitlin.
I'm fuck. God damn it! I forgot. I'm gonna see my brother after this, and I forgot to bring his goddamn Christmas gift, motherfucker. I know.
What'd you get him?
Socks. But really good socks.
What kind of really good socks?
Smart Wool. They're like $20 for a pair of socks.
My dad got me and my sisters and all the cousins a oh, it's right here. I'm a little tipsy. So excuse the weird. Everyone got a Presida tote bag.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Oh, no, not Presida like the family. Presida Funding and Advisors.
Oh.
With like some Presida funding swag. But one part of the swag was these red, white, and blue socks with his face all over them. All different variations of his face. Uncle Billy's face on everyone's feet, including my girlfriend got a bag. So I went over to her place the other night, and on like the floor next to her Christmas tree were like my dad's face on a pair of socks.
That's nice.
I don't know why. So wait.
Yes.
What now? Where are you at with this dude?
I don't know. I have a date with somebody else on Sunday.
And is that because you want it or because you're trying to distract from him?
Because I'm trying to distract.
And do you think that's the healthiest way to distract?
No. Yes. No. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't care. I'm not going to tell you to do otherwise.
I do think this guy I'm going on a date with seems interesting. So I'm staying open to it.
So you feel like you're hedging your bets to transfer something else?
Yeah. My thing is I'm just like, you know what? He continually keeps telling me that I shouldn't put all my eggs in his basket. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to go look for another basket. I haven't been going on dates. Like sleeping with somebody else is just, to me, that's nothing. Like fucking somebody is nothing. Going on a date with somebody is like, oh, this person could be the person that I leave you for. Like this could be the person that I'm like, oh, this person actually tells me I'm pretty and wants to meet up with me, wants to make, plans with me.
Does he not tell you you're pretty?
No, never.
I'm your friend and I want to tell you you're pretty. What?
No, he does not. He does not give me any sort of validation.
What will it take for you to leave this dude before he breaks it off?
I don't know. I'm really bad at that. Just impatience, I guess. Like literally, if yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if this guy that I'm seeing Sunday is a lot better, I'll just be like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm good. Like I kind of like I get to the point where I'm just like I do a lot of self-soothing. Where it's just like I know I'm pretty. I know I'm fine. I don't need other people to tell me. And then at some point I go, oh no, you know what? It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice when somebody tells me I'm hot and like, you know, says they want to like puts an effort into seeing me or into like, you know, making sure I feel special. I'm like, oh, okay. That's better. Like he texts me every day. So that's a thing. I'm like, oh, he does that. But he definitely never validates me. So.
Well, I hope I hope this shakes out. I'm leaning on the side of leave this dude.
Leave this dude. Yeah.
doesn't seem worth your energy and time.
Yeah.
Seems worth your energy and time if you didn't love, if you were on the pathway to love ship.
I feel like it's one of those things where I'm going to leave it for like 6 months to a year. And then like, he's going to text me and we'll come back to it. And I'll be like, oh, you're much better now.
Oh, you went to therapy.
Oh,
Good
you
for
went to
you.
therapy.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Finally.
Well, I hope the best for you on that.
Thank you.
Well, Kaylin, where can people go find you or just like DM you to say like to affirm you and be like, hey, in a very non-aggressive manner, just want to remind you
Tell me I'm
you're pretty and you're worthwhile.
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Caitlin Rupert, CAITLIN RUPPERT.
What a pro spelling it out.
I talk about sex a lot on Twitter and I share some thoughty pictures on Instagram and pictures of my dog, who's adorable.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you also have a podcast yourself.
I do have a podcast. If you watch Love After Lockup, listen to Billy's been on it.
I did my best.
It's trash reality. No, you were so good. It's trash reality. It's about people coming out of jail. It's amazing.
For the show Love After Lockup, right?
Yeah, Love After Lockup. We recap the show with comedians, and it's. I keep saying we. Shannon's actually like my co-host isn't on the show anymore, so it's me and another comedian, and it's good. So
yes, definitely check it out. Well, Kaylin, thanks for coming over.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. And why don't you go ahead and say goodbye to everybody?
Bye.
Are you a freelancer who has trouble managing all your different incomes around tax season? Try BrassTaxes.com and their easy-to-use form. You give them the info, they'll fill out all the confusing paperwork and find you those awesome money-saving deductions. I use them myself. I've been using them this is my 3rd year in a row using Brass Taxes, and I cannot recommend them enough. I recommend Brass Taxes to my friends, to my fellow freelance performing friends. Okay, so go to BrassTaxes.com. That's BRASS taxes.com. Tell them the Man Whore podcast sent you. You get a good deal on a good accountant who knows how to handle freelancers, and they throw a little money Billy Procita's way. Again, that's BrassTaxes.com. I hope you enjoyed my conversation with Caitlin Rupert. I hope you go check out her show, Pod After Lockup. And don't forget to go follow hashtag Rosa is Hot, Rosa S. Candone. She's at Human Comedian on the stuff. And by now, I assume you're all following me, right? Right? We're all following me on Twitter at the Billy Procita. Some of you still need to come on over and follow me on Instagram at Billy is Procita. And I encourage all of you to go like the Man Whore Podcast Facebook page. We have the intern Sophia still dropping dank, sex-positive memes and articles on the regular over there. It's really nice that some of you want to go add me on Facebook as a Facebook friend, but I try to keep my Facebook friendships to people I know IRL. So, but go connect with me on the Facebook fan page for the Man Whore Podcast. Got something you want to share with me? A comment, a question, a criticism, some titties? You can send any of that over to manwhorepod@gmail.com. Want to help me out while I'm on the road? Yes, you can. Maybe you're not a big fan of the Patreon platform. That's okay. Right now, what I could really use are gas cards and Airbnb gift cards while I'm traveling around this fine country of ours. And again, you can send any of those over to manwhorepod@gmail.com. Or you can Venmo me or Cash App me. I'll put my handles in the show notes for any benevolent whoreheads out there. Next week, we're going to have the first of my AVN episodes coming out. We're going to have a fun porn star ep, Penny Barber. Had a whole lot of fun with her. She's got a really interesting story. And we even talk quite a bit about the incels. So you have that to look forward to next week. Until then, drive safely and stay slutty.